All right, guys, so I got some nice pump metabolic work here for you for the end of your arm day. Little bicep, tricep, giant set. First one here is just lying on the floor, tricep extensions with the Swiss bar. I like the Swiss bar opposed to a straight bar or even cambered bar because it allows me to keep my hand, elbow, and shoulder joint kind of a little bit more of a straight line, kind of keep them tucked in together. You'll see my elbows still point out a bit, which is why I won't keep it meat and potatoes type work, but fine for me for metabolic and pump work here. Big things on this is keeping that upper arm and elbow locked in place, body nice and still, and the floor just provides a nice gauge for the body and for the weight to have a little bit of a dead stop there. And again, if you don't have this bar, the next best thing would just be doing it with some dumbbells. And you'll see this is a little bit of a mechanical drop set, getting the shoulder joint involved, but still pretty much entirely triceps because the weight stays right over your chin, right over your collarbone is where you want to bring it to. Tuck your elbows in at your side, and trust me, this combination is much more horrible than it looks. And again, so nice little superset there. And again, big thing with just the floor, why not the bench? It just really helps keep your entire body still, and again, gives you a nice little dead stop there for the first motion as well. From here, going into an overhead extension variation. So again, I have my upper arm flexed a little bit just to lengthen the long head of my tricep a bit more. Stick it in the range where there's the most tension in elbow flexion. So again, that's why it looks kind of like partials here, just basically staying where it's hard. And again, the goal with this and a lot of tricep stuff is upper arm nice and still, elbow still, and just trying to keep all the motion at the elbow joint and my lower arm doing the motion. Now going on to biceps, doing a nice shortened to lengthened superset here. So the first one, note how I'm grabbing the cable. So the cable is coming out the pinky side of my hand, so it wouldn't be the same as if I was doing just a normal handle. And what that does is as I supinate my hand, it wants to actually pull me into pronation. So I'm loading that supination motion. And again, the reason for that is I'm loading my bicep because it can control supination, not just elbow flexion. And with this position, the combination of supination, full elbow flexion, and again, that upper arm flexion as well too, because the bicep crosses over the shoulder joint, I am training that bicep in a near fully shortened position. Pretty much the only time I'm concerned about doing that is during this metabolic and pump work. And now superset it to something that basically loads the bicep in a fully lengthened position. I'm going to extend that upper arm behind me as far as I comfortably can on an incline bench. If you can do 45 degrees, great. If you're not as flexible, just take it up to 60, 75, whatever. And again, big thing here is keeping that upper arm and elbow locked in stone. And you'll see I'm taking it into a pronated hand position at the bottom. And again, that will fully lengthen the bicep, combined with that extended upper arm position because the bicep crosses over the shoulder joint and controls pronation and supination. And you'll see I'm supinating still as I come to the top to a neutral hand position. And the reason for that is just that I want to have that supination in their motion. So I'm keeping it on my biceps and not my other elbow flexors, and then just finishing with a nice static iso stretch. So as always, enjoy the nasty metabolic pump work for your next arm day. Have at it.